What's going on, guys? We are back here with some more Through the Omen Path, aka Spider-Man Standard. Now, before we get started in today's video, just wanted to let you guys know, standard content over the next couple of weeks up until November 10th, probably going to be pretty scarce. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to play any standard at all for the next month or so until we get the ban list on November 10th. If you guys want to check out my predictions, or I guess my wish list, I'm sure my editor will go ahead and throw that ban list video right somewhere in the top. Anyways, but standard is just kind of in a weird spot right now where we know we're getting a ban list, we know something is going to change, and it's just this kind of like weird waiting period. So again, going to be a little bit scarce, and I'm going to try to maybe introduce some other formats. I have plans to do some Timeless, maybe a little bit of Pioneer. We're going to feature Modern a little bit more heavily, and then I'm going to also incorporate some discussion videos into the mix as well. I'm thinking about doing some tier lists, some deck profiles. If you guys have any suggestions in terms of the formatting of what type of content you'd like to see, anything that's not standard related, would love to hear your thoughts. We could even do more standard discussion videos. Just the gameplay itself, it leaves a little bit to be desired right now. But that being said, I do have a banger deck for you today. Now, if you remember, I think it was maybe about a month ago. I think it was like not too long after Final Fantasy had released, because we got Cecil for this deck. I cooked up this Mardu Dragons deck, and to be quite honest with you, I really didn't change that many cards. I think the only thing I did was cut an Elegy Acolyte for a Nova Hellkite. But the concept here is you are basically under the assumption that Inevitable Defeat is just the most versatile removal spell in the format. Now, why this card is so good is it can deal with anything, right? Artifacts in Soul Cauldron, enchantments in Profs, creatures in, well, any creature, planeswalkers, just any sort of permanent that you need to be able to answer. So the flexibility is massive. And if you are if you are aggressive at all, in any shape or form, traditionally this is not, I wouldn't call this an aggro deck, right? We're playing some 3s and some 4s, but this deck does have some aggressive curves, and it has an aggressive nature to it, especially when you combine the haste from Nova Hellkite, the continuous counters from Sarkhan Dragon Ascendant. So the damage really adds up, and the life buffer against mono red, fantastic as well. But the idea here is you are playing a bunch of dragons. So you have Nova Hellkite to just haster, ping your opponent's creatures. Fantastic card. Clarion Conqueror, being able to shut down stuff like Vivi and Agatha Soul Cauldron. Very, very powerful. Scavenger Regent, giving you a 4-mana 4/4 flyer that has a little bit of built-in protection and a one-sided sweeper. Phenomenal card. And then Stormbrood, which is a 2-mana kill spell that probably not going to cast the creature half very often of this, but the games where it comes up, it definitely does matter. So that is your dragons, right? Now, the reason we're playing this many dragons is to enable the best removal spell in the format, which is Caustic Exhale. Now, I say best removal spell, I mean best 1-mana removal spell. All of the other 1-mana removal spells have some sort of drawback, right? Tragic Trajectory is a sorcery. Stab only is -2/-2. Shock is only 2 damage. Torch the Tower is 3 damage, but you need something to sacrifice to it. Seam Rip and, well, I guess just Seam Rip only hits permanents that cost 1 or 2 mana. So Caustic Exhale being an instant that always gives -3/-3, assuming you have enough dragons, makes it the best removal spell for 1 mana that you could play. The issue is you just have to build your deck in a very specific way. Make sure you have enough dragons. The rest of this deck, past the dragons and the dragon payoffs, because there's Sarkhan as well, which 2 mana for a 2/2, if you have a dragon, you make a treasure, and then every time a dragon enters, it gets bigger. We have some additional removal spells with Seam Rip. We have a couple of additional threats in the form of Voice of Victory, and then kind of just rounding out the threats, only 1 Elegy Acolyte. I think, like I said, the initial list did have 2, and I do kind of miss the second one, but I just kind of wanted to lower the curve a little bit. That's kind of why there's only 2. And then I guess I want to give a big shout out to Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon as kind of like this pseudo dragon payoff, as it were, where you can sacrifice this to go find a Nova Hellkite. And there's a lot of situations where that comes up very, very often, where you just go end step, search up a Hellkite, maybe untap, double warp 2 Hellkites or something, and you can kind of present a lot of damage out of nowhere with the Maelstroms, which is nice. And then in the sideboard, we get some sweepers, we get some graveyard hate, more seam rips, some discard spells, and some planeswalkers for the control matchups. So nothing too crazy going on the sideboard. But yeah, I mean, Standard right now is really missing that kind of tried and true traditional mid-range deck. And I think that this has a decent chance of being able to occupy that space because it has a good mid-range plan with, you know, good and sticky 3-drops and efficient and good removal. But it also has this sort of hyper-aggressive nature with Cecil and Devoice of Victory that can allow you to race a lot of decks that you wouldn't otherwise be good against. So that's kind of the idea. So without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. The Dragon Mox just isn't even good in the Dragon deck. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Cecil! The sand is really nice. We can, like, flip Cecil somewhat fast. Apparently the Sarkhan does not have good vibes. Sarkhan has negative vibes. Alright, I got a little punished for not playing the Regent pre-combat. If they had a kill spell, I wanted them to, like, use it on the Cecil, but then this is the punish instead of a kill spell, right? I mean, I think we're still doing okay here. The only way to play the Dragon Mox is the blue lane line? Yeah, which is, like... You probably don't even want to be doing that in the first place, right? Scavenger. Dragons coming in. I repeat, dragons coming in. Ooh, the Dragon Mox with changelings. Because we also have the Mutavault too, right? So the Mutavault can also cook with the Dragon Mox. The Mutavault Maker, I guess. Which is also a changeling itself, too. I'm excited for changelings. Because there's a lot of, like, random creature type support. Like, I mean, I'm playing a Dragon's deck right now. You know, there's, like, there's a couple of other ones that might be good with. I guess I was supposed to play the Sarkhan first, huh? Didn't end up mattering, but... Because if I played Sarkhan first, I could have used the treasure to play the Acolyte. Okay. The soldier stuff? Yeah, that stuff rotated a while ago. Wait, what did they tap? Did they misclick? Okay, whoops. Alright, we are playing against Dimir. What's good against Dimir, chat? Fire. Fire. Is that it? Brain, Betrayal, Tactics, Duress, Clarion. I think I'm just gonna cut Clarion, add Fire, call it a day. Kind of wish I had a second Acolyte on the board. Oh yeah, demons too, right? That was the first thing that I thought of when I saw the Mutavault creature. Just like, turn 3, make a Mutavault, turn 4. Yeah, turn 3, make a Mutavault, turn 4, just cast Annex for 5. Look, mark my words, I'm telling you right now, the Mutavault, the thing that makes a Mutavault, that's going to be the best card in the set. I've only seen 10 cards, and I don't have to see any more, you know? I'm good. It's a really good card. Yeah, mark my words. Mark, comma, my words. I'm talking to my friend Mark, you know? Cecil! Okay. The second Sarkhan is definitely not good vibes. It's the 6th card at best. I mean, it's the best card they've spoiled so far. That's for sure. What happened to the modern testing? Well, I decided I was going to play Tron. And I don't really need to test Tron. At least I don't think I do. Spoiled 5 Shocklands. Yeah, but the Shocklands don't count. I don't think they should count, you know? The only question I have to ask myself is, should I play the blue version of Tron, or do I play the regular, like, colorless Eldrazi Tron? That's the one thing that I'm not sure about. I wish there was a way to fit both, though. Hello? Base department? I guess we've sideboarded into a Boros deck. I think I'm keeping this hand. It's a little strange, but I think this hand's a keep. I mean, Voice into Hellkite is a pretty good curve against them, you know? But we do need to find black mana. We do need to find black mana. Ah! Okay, black mana secured. This is just a Death Shadow hand. Maybe we should play the last ride. I was told this was the best removal spell in the format, and I feel like I've been lied to. Aw. Hmm. I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the Nova Hellkite. Bro. Oh. Well, that's pretty good. Never mind, we're good. Never mind, we're chilling. We are so back. I repeat, we are so back. We got a Flood Piss. So you know what's not good vibes? Pissing in my Flood. That is the definition of not good vibes. Good news is they don't have creature lands. Yeah, they also don't have Kaido. Old. Just gonna do this now. You wouldn't happen to have a third one of those now, would you? Okay. That's a little unfortunate, I will say. Give me a Nova Hellkite. Nova? Yeah. Alright. Hold. They have 3 lands in hand, trust. And do this before blocks. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to combat. He's attacking. Ah! I don't need more kill spells. I need dragons. Dragon needs nuts. Now, don't draw Kaido. I'm gonna need you to not draw Kaido. Alright, who's the first one to draw a creature? It turns out it was my opponent. Okay, I forgot that card was in my deck. Huge. Boop, boop, boop. Can't be countered, by the way. Yo, we're both at 11? Alright, maybe I put too many kill spells in my kill spell deck. That's a problem. That is a problem. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That is a problem. Okay, we can kill that. Give me a Nova Hellkite, please. Nova! Nova, Nova, Nova. Thank you. All right, now here's the question. Do I play around sorcery speed kill spell? Because they could have they could easily have betrayal in hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 mana. So even if I draw a second Hellkite, I still have 8 mana to go cast the first one from exile and warp the second one. So I think I should still just warp here. The only punishment is if I draw a 4-drop. So it would have to be Scavenger or... It would have to be Scavenger or Elegy Acolyte. Yeah, I think I'm just going to warp this. Yeah, I guess I could draw Defeat, too. Defeat would be a punishment. Yeah, warping is better if they play next one, too. See? Surprised they played that into the Hellkite. So they drew a counterspell, maybe. Hold! And this can get another Hellkite next turn. Hold! It's like trying to fit a square into a circle hole, you know? 4 Ashiok. How are you casting Ashiok in your Tron deck? Is there a colorless Ashiok? Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like they're a deck that can kill you on turn 3 while besieging you. So it's like it's even worse than it would normally be, you know? Damping Sphere? Yeah, Damping Sphere in my Tron deck. That's a good idea. You're like turn 3, you turn 3, you have Tron, you cast Karn, and then you're like, I got him, boys. Minus my Karn. Damping Sphere. They'll never see it coming. Yeah, but like the problem with Stonebrain is Stonebrain isn't good on turn 3. Because like you have an opportunity to go Karn, get an artifact, right? You have 7 mana on turn 3, Karn 3 mana floating. But there's like no 3 mana artifact that just beats them, you know? Like because Stonebrain is 4 mana. Like Flute doesn't just beat them. Trinisphere does nothing. I guess you can get like a Tormod's Crypt, but I don't know. Like the Tormod's Crypt might buy you a turn, you know what I mean? I think I'm gonna just save up for the Scavenger Regent. So it's kind of brutal if they play Ouroboros next turn, though. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, I guess this is worse if they play Ouroboros. Because now I don't have a kill spell for the Ouroboros. Maybe that was kind of loose. Is there a red Eldrazi Tron deck or a green black Eldrazi Tron deck that are good than traditional colorless? Well, the only really like there's like two other versions of Etron that people play online. It is green, where they cut Fleshraker for Mycospawn, and blue, where they cut Fleshraker and Thoughtnutseer for Portent of Calamity and Emrakul. Those are like the two non-colorless versions that are the most popular. And like I think there's a decent amount of merit to some of those versions, but it's not even a hot take. I think it is just like pretty clearly the best deck. All right, well, I guess I'm not killing their stuff now. I was thinking about it. Should have saved my wrath, I guess. Well, I really want to kill their stuff. Oh my goodness. I mean, we have to kill their stuff, right? Oh, this is tough. This is a tough spot. Very, very tough spot. So let's go. I guess we should Caustic X. Let me do this. Behold. Behold my dragon. I don't want to see that, all right? No mas. No mas. Good vibes. If you're thinking about posting a negative comment, instead of posting your negative comment, just type Joel. Can you do that for me? That's all you gotta do is type Joel. If you're like, you're on the keyboard and you're thinking about posting that negative comment, just delete it and type Joel. That's all you gotta do. What if I'm gonna post it without thinking? Well, then, prepare for the consequences. That is a threat, by the way. I can't trade! Alright, check me out. Ready? I got a plan, chat. He's got a plan. Your streamer has a plan. Although this plan still puts me 1 point short, so it's not even that good of a plan. Is it a good one? No, not really. Because I'm now realizing that even if I draw an untapped land next turn, I'm still going to be 1 point short. So it's not actually a very good plan. Actually, I'll be too short because they can lock down the Sarkhan with the Beastbinder. So we... Alright, I got a 1. Was really hoping they wouldn't draw that card, though. But they did. Juan. Didge. Alright, game 2. Fire! Fire! I gotta cut 2 more cards. We can cut 1 voice against them. Probably don't need the Acolyte, right? We're good with that. This hand technically casts all my spells. Keep this. On a serious note, do I have any decks prepared for the Brawl metagame challenge? I haven't even thought about Brawl. Can somebody tell me when the Brawl metagame challenge is? Because I might be away that weekend. I don't know exactly when it is. What's Genesis? It's a new Yu-Gi-Oh format. Oh, it's October 17th? Yeah, I'm gone that weekend. That's the weekend of Houston, so I won't be playing that weekend. 07s. 07s for the Brawl content. What's up, Bezos? Yeah, I'm anxious for the next RC. I can't believe it's already, like... It's almost December, guys. What the hell? What happened? Literally, what happened? Behold. Behold my dragon. I know, it's crazy. Does not feel like we should, but it doesn't feel like we're 3/4 of the way through the year, you know? I was thinking about playing the Nassif Blue-White Blink deck, and then my deciding factor was the fact that I now have Antiquity Strong lands. And I don't know if that should necessarily, like, be a deciding factor as to what deck I'm playing in the RC, but it's going to be, so, you know. I remember buying Scalding Tarns instead of Volcanic Islands, both at 50. Yeah, dude, when Fetch Lands first came out, before they got reprinted 500 times, like, they were, like, the Fetch Lands were really expensive. I got scammed in middle school by a high schooler for my lightning bolts. He traded me some F&M promo, and I thought it was a good deal because the border was gold. Oh, no. What was the F&M promo, do you remember? In 98, I was still opening leftover alpha and beta packs from my local store. I was buying duels for 5 to 10 and full playsets. OG and Teams but sold them in college when they were 75 a pop. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's wild to think of the stuff that we sold, you know? Absolutely wild. Gave away a dad 2 days after its first sprint to older friends. Like OG Darkarm Dragon? Tutu. I don't know what to do. I mean, I'd like to be mana efficient. Can I race? Racing is going to be tough if they have a Screaming Nemesis. This game is going to be hard if they have Nemesis no matter what, though. I think we try and race. Because we go to 14, they go Nemesis hit us for 5, we go to 9. We go attack for 2, go to 7, flip, seam rip this. We could rip a Caustic Exhale if they have Nemesis. Okay, that's fine. It's less fine if they have a kill spell for Cecil. Yeah. They're only on 3 speed, so I can just save the Seam Rip for next turn. Or save the Seam Rip because this is going to kill the Burnout next turn. It's going to be a tight race, chap. It's going to be a really tight race. Okay. So I take 5, 6, 7. I go to 4. 3. Why did they give me a good game? Game's not over yet, boss. Game is not over yet, boss. No, they're just being annoying for no reason. They're just being annoying for no reason. That's okay. I'm still having a good time. I'm gonna be the one who keeps the vibes up, not Top Deck Master, okay? But I will make sure the vibes stay immaculate. I really hope I win this game now. Just didn't want to kill the Nova Hellkite. If they had just shocked the Nova Hellkite, I would have had the chump block it. Okay, I don't know why they did that. That's a really good draw. That lets me attack too, doesn't it? Sure does. The only card we die to is another Hellkite, but like, I'm not gonna play around that. Because I have them dead next turn. You wouldn't draw Nova Hellkite, would you? Do I have enough mana? Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I'm 1 mana short! Oh, no, 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 no. I'm 1 mana short, chat. Oh, no, no, no. Treasure? I'm counting the treasure. It's 4 to sack this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sack. I only have 2 mana left over. So I guess we just go voice past, no attack. Because then we can double Hellkite them next turn. Hold! I guess we die to Burst Lightning. So now the only card we die to is Burst Lightning. Because if they draw Hellkite, we have a Hellkite back to block. They wouldn't draw Burst Lightning, would they? That's not a Burst Lightning. Yeah, what? Where's the good games now? We spam a good game when we win? Yes. Absolutely. Okay, that doesn't kill me. Interesting. Chat, why are people so weird? Like, I just... Why are people so weird? I don't understand. I believe I have died. Spam where good games win. Yeah, all right. I have emotes turned off. Look, people aren't usually this miserable. Like, who hurt you, Top Deck Master? You can be honest with me. You can tell me. It's okay. This is a safe space. So, like, if I draw a blocker, the Twinmaw would give me a turn, right? But we didn't know we were going to draw a blocker. If I just cast the Dragon Half, maybe that's good enough. Guess I hadn't thought about that. We don't need white mana where we're going. Right, but I think chat's saying if I get the Twinmaw Stormbrood and draw an untapped land, that buys me a lot of time, right? You gain 5 off of it? Yeah, but I would need the draw an untapped land. mean, I'm not going to go to 5. I'm keeping this. This is just, this is a very common example of Cecil soloing mono red. A very, very common example. I say Top Deck Master is a very, very upstanding citizen where they spam emotes in game 1 and then rope me in game 2. Totally reasonable person. Just completely normal behavior. Remember, chat, good vibes. All right, good vibes. Even if my opponents don't necessarily, you know, agree with the theory of good vibes, we have to keep the vibes high. That's the important part. It's all that matters. Yeah, I guess we should Sarkhan here before we lose the dragon. This line puts me kind of cooked to a Nemesis if I don't draw an untap land, but eh. Yeah, that's fine. I really don't particularly want to kill the Needlehead. So I think I'm just going to do this. I'm going to save the defeat for either a Nemesis or a Sunspine Lynx. Probably just take 2. Alright, I'll kill it now. Nova Hellkite! Alright, game 3. I have my reasons. There's a dragon on top. This hand is pretty good. God, if there's a dragon on top, this hand is nice. All right, chat. I believe. Dragon! Thank you! It's like the best dragon, too. All right, Verge go. That is by far the best dragon. Ult. I'm just going to let him have the burnout. I don't actually care about this thing until they have 4 speed, you know what I mean? I do want to get a white source in play, I think. But I'm not going to cast the Seam Rip. Because now if they go land Nemesis, I can just go land defeat it. And we're cooking. Ooh. I could just take. Nah, I should block. I guess that's a reasonable use for my treasure, right? It's just casting the voice. Voice of Victory! It does make me a little bit farther away from hard casting this, but, you know. See ya! I'm in a good mood. Yeah, Sarkhan actually winning. What year is it? Who remembers the OG Sarkhan? It was like it was Shards of Alara, right? Sarkhan Vol was the first one. That's a throwback right there. Look, it wasn't a good card. I'd never said it was, but it's a throwback. That card was quite bad, yeah. All right, gonna need a couple of spells here shortly. I am going to need a couple of spells here. Kirin Pass, huh? I don't know what that's all about, but just get it out of here, I guess. Duress. Kirin Pass, huh? I don't know what they're playing. Okay, yeah. The Arena Direct in 2 weeks is for Japanese MH3 boxes. Is it for Japanese ones? That's kind of sick. I didn't know it was for Japanese ones. That's kind of hot, though. Are the Japanese packs worth more than the English packs? I actually don't know. To see you again. The Clue Shoxer Arena. Yeah, I've actually had these for a long time. I just always used the Planet ones over the Clue ones, but today I was kind of feeling a little frisky and I wanted to play the Clue ones. I like the art on these. I think they look nice. Yeah, I think these have been on the client for a couple years. I always use the Planet ones. What do I think of this card? You got to do exclamation point before the card. Ninja's Blades. I can't say I've heard of that one. 2B artifact equipment, job select, +1/+1 ninja additional types. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. That player loses life equal to the discarded card's mana value. Unimpressed, I would say. Not horrible, but not very impressed by it. It's like one of the few lands that I want to keep on top, because it is kind of a spell. That's a Hellkite? Yeah. See, it looks like a land, but it's actually a Hellkite in disguise. It's a Hellkite in a trench coat. It's kind of a weird game. I think we're dying, but I'm not positive. It's more likely that we're dying now. I mean, good news is they're at 11. Like... Oh, no, they can shuffle! No! I forgot they can shuffle. You know, this doesn't really help. I will say, lands, not great vibes. Drawing 9 lands, not the best vibes. But 12k on no. You just knew. Well, that's the reason we drew. That's the reason we drew 10 lands this game. Just you got any spells for me? You got any spells over there? Well, it's technically a spell. That is technically a spell. All right, what is opponent up to over here? Or like blue white midrange? Seam Rip even good? It's okay. Conqueror seems not great. I like Tactics. I like Fire Magic. I mean, they kind of just seem like Dimir, right? But like instead of black, they're playing Veteran Survivor and probably white kill spells. But they do kind of have like Dimir vibes. They almost certainly have Curiosity too, right? Keep in like 2 Seam Rips. I would say this hand is ambitious. Okay. This is better. He's better. As we saw last game, voice is quite good against them. They got a lot of flash stuff. Aliyah. Yeah. It's good curve from them. Tricky. Fire. When the magic is made of fire. It's kind of awkward because I want to Stormbird the Warden so I can hold up Exhale on their turn for Halia, but if I do that, then I don't have a dragon in my hand. So it's a little weird. I guess we just go Exhale and save the Stormbrood for next turn. Wait, if I'm doing this, I don't even need to reveal, right? Because I'm like... There's no reason to hold up anything, right? Let's do this. Attack, they block fire magic them. No, because I would lose my voice if I did that. I don't want to lose the voice. Is it basically just trading like a 2 for 2? Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to trade a 2 for 2 there. I want to keep the voice in play. It's like my only good pressure here. If they're mapping here, I think I'm just going to do this, though. I think I will take that trade. It's like kind of like a 1-for-1, but... Maybe another Spyglass. That's a punish. It's definitely a punish. Try to get my value, you know? That's a good answer for the Halia. Well, one of them, I should say. I'm not going to fall for your tricks again, all right? Fine, you can have the map. It's on the house. I learned my lesson from last turn. Okay. So they don't have untapped land for Halia? You know, I could really use a fire magic right about now. Just gonna throw that out there. I really could use a fire magic. Come on, man. I don't have good targets for these. I really need you to play one of these Alias. Just give me a target for my kill spell, please. Please! It's a weird game. Very, very strange game. Target acquired. I repeat, target acquired. I mean, I kind of have to do this, right? It feels bad, because I still don't really have good targets for these Stormbroods, but... we'll find a target eventually. Doesn't want to get frisky with the Siren, huh? Alright, your turn. Hold on one second, chat. I'll be... No, I just heard a noise. I wanted to go check it. It was just... Turns out it was just my cat. Alright, you may have a Halia. No, it was not the Pinkerton, surprisingly. Dude, am I ever going to have a target for these Stormbroods? Because I can't let them have the Halia. Oh, it's my last opponent? That's who it was. Yeah. Oh. Oh, hello there. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. I forgot that card was in my deck. I'll take it. Okay, I feel like that worked out pretty well for us. I would say that worked out pretty well. Warden. That's a target for the Stormbrood. Target acquired. Target acquired. Mr. President. The Rizzler. Huge Riz. That's what they say about me, chat. They all say that I have huge Riz. That's actually not what they say at all. I don't know why I said that. Have we faced Vivi with this deck yet? Nope. We have not. Not quite. Eventually we probably will, but not yet. Why did they do that at end step? Because now they can't block with it, right? Oh no, I just realized. I guess this is fine. This was kind of pointless though. I don't have a second Red Saurus. I just kind of assumed that I had 2 red in play, but I don't. Alright. How do I beat a 5/7 flyer? Asking for a friend. How do I beat a 5/7 flyer? As soon as I find an answer, I will let you know, but I don't currently have an answer. We just need to match Riz for Riz. I mean, I don't have that much Riz. To my eyes. How long did this brew ferment for? The last time I played this deck was 2 months ago. We spent a good amount of time. We spent a good amount of time on it the last time, though. Like the last time I played it. I mean, I think that's good. Attack for 7, they go to 2. It's almost lethal. Teach that Inspector a lesson. So then Red Source would be lethal next turn. fucked up. Red source is not lethal. I repeat, red source is not lethal. I think this might be an 07 angle chap. I know, I got my piss flooded in? My flood pissed in? I mean, there's something there, but there's definitely something there. She pissing my flood till I'm drowning? No? I'd do it. I'd do anything for you. Don't bruh me. No, I don't like that. Alright, noted. I'll keep that information for later. GG's! Too much Riz, man. I told you I couldn't beat that much Riz. They decided to give me my Christmas present early this year. Cecil, the Dark Knight. I don't like that guy. Oh, opponent. Oh, opponent, behold. They're like, well, you know. They can't cast any removal spells this turn to kill my creature because you can't kill Cecil for 1 mana. Oh, little do you know. Yeah, cut down, rotated. Tragic Trajectory is a sorcery. Dude. Main phase Timebinder. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can't attack. Acolyte's gonna cook, though. Let me tell you about this Acolyte. Have I ever celebrated Crispmas? You dedicate 1 day on eating only potatoes. Crispmas. I have not partaken in Christmas before. Crispmas. Say that 10 times fast. I mean, they probably have Kaido here. Okay, never mind, I lied. Ah! Ah! Kind of wanted that. It's kind of fucked up. Bro, stop casting spells. Ooh. Ooh. Well, shit, now what? I guess we just pass? Oh, now play Cecil first and then pass. I guess I could maybe get in there with Conqueror. Yeah, Conqueror is probably a fine attack, right? I smell a cat. Gato. Il gato. Il gato. They're attacking with Deep Cavern Bat. I'm sorry, what? You want to run that by me again? Okay. Yes, that's fine. Okay, I mean, I guess I'll do this, right? Like, I guess I'll do this. Sure. Behold my dragon! Alright, your turn. I feel like that was maybe not the best way they could have played that. I think there was a different way we could have done that. Alright. Dude, Voice of Victory is so good against Dimir. It just, like, basically turns off Floodpit's Drowner. Alright. Yeah, I feel like they had some other options there. Fire! Clarion was kind of okay that game, but I guess Clarion is good against Kaido, too. Maybe we try keeping in the Clarions. Maybe just 2. Trim, Cecil, Trim, Sarkhan. Try that. I'm sliding. Rob, thank you for the 4-month resub. Welcome back, Rob. I'm on the draw. Probably shouldn't keep a hand on the draw that has no plays until turn 3 against the Kaido deck. But I'm going to keep it anyways. Yes, because today we have good vibes, okay? And that's all that matters. But I need chat to help keep the vibes up, keep the vibes high, okay? Nobody bringing down vibes. There will be no vibe killers today, okay? No vibe killers. Because I'm having a good time, you know? Can we do a post-game 1 Gamba? We'll do a Gamba next match. I'll promise you that, though. But you may have to remind me. What about Vibe Slaughter? No. Only positive vibes here, okay? Positive vibes only. Come on, chat. You can do that for me. You can give me positive vibes. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Garcia. And I really don't want to trade for the Garcia, but I think we probably have to. Although I could just let them Kaido me and then defeat the Kaido. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna let them Kaido me. And if they don't have Kaido, then I could just defeat the Garcia. Or potentially save defeat for... Oh. Okay, well, if they're shocking, I'm probably gonna block. So that means they have Curiosity. Unless they're trying to go map into Kaido. What if they have Curiosity and Kaido? I don't know. Kind of hard to tell. They paused for a second, which means they were thinking about mapping, which is basically 100% means they have Kaido, right? Okay, sure. They can still ninjutsu, but they can't activate the Planeswalker. But they could still ninjutsu if they had the Kaido, because it only shuts off the activated abilities of creatures on the battlefield, not in hand. They have 3 in hand? Alright, I think we go... don't worry about this. I accidentally misclicked on the land. I'm just going to give him a quick oops. My bad. Didn't mean to do that. My bad. Why did Brian stop? I want to hear the Kappas. Ghosty, thank you for the 9-month resub. Welcome back, Ghosty. Kappa. was jamming to that, man. One more each month. Noted. I'll hold you to it. Behold by dragon.
Dragging these nuts.
Okay, that was uncalled for. Too bad the oops doesn't really work in paper. I mean, it could, right? You're right. It's probably not going to work out very often. They got 2 in hand. Dos cards. They really didn't want me to have that treasure, huh? I like how Sarkhan is just like, just doesn't have a border. Chad, what do you think? Should I swap arts on Sarkhan just so we can actually have a border? Because he looks kind of out of place on this battlefield, doesn't he? This is the movie frame. It's like the picture-in-picture, you know? The movie secret lair. Alright, he's dead. I get it. Your last card wouldn't happen to be Enduring Curiosity now, would it? It is not. That's good news. It's very, very good news. Alright, I don't know if I should make this play, but I could have shocked. Shocked to play around a, what's it called? The Quench. What's the Quench called? Phantom Interference? Alright. I mean, they're on empty, so. Dude, this fly is just in my face. I can't with the fly right now. I'll get him eventually. Looking at the graveyard. Is your Murktide Regent? Creature! That's not a creature! Maybe this deck needs more card advantage. There's only 1 Acolyte, but... Alright, come on, man. Come on, deck, don't do this to me. I'm gonna take at least 1 hit from that. Because I have to hold this for curiosity. Surely we'll draw a spell next turn, right? Well, I mean, I got what I asked for. Non-land permanent, huh? Well, I guess I have to do this. Non-land permanent, huh? Huge tracts of land. Massive tracts of land. Can you interest me in some lands? You can, actually. As a matter of fact, you can. No, as long as you do it before blockers. Because you can only ninjutsu after blockers are declared. So, you just have to do it before blockers. Okay. My favorite Joel is Joel Larson. Actually, if you do exclamation point explain Joel, you will find out all you need to know about Joel Larson. I don't think I'm keeping this. It's a bit sus, isn't it? This is maybe more sus, but... Alright, we just simply draw Nova Hellkite next turn. That's all we gotta do is draw Nova Hellkite. Choose wisely, opponent. You only get one shot, one opportunity. Just do this. Yeah. This is like pretty bad if they kite on me, but At least if they kite on me, I get to play the Conqueror. Oh. Shit. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, dude, the Deep Cavern Bat is so bad against me. We have Nova Hellkite, Fire Magic, and Scavenger Regent. I mean, that's a good draw. I ain't gonna complain about that. Right, this one. Boo! And then the Scavenger can take down the other Deep Cavern Bat. And or maybe the Cecil if we find an untapped land. Scavenger Regent seems like a really good card against Dimir. It's like in the same vein as Fire Magic being good against them, but it's like Fire Magic but higher upside. I ain't blocking. I ain't doing it. You gonna kite on me? No. No. Sure. I had to make sure it wasn't a dragon. X equals 3. Alright, we have Conqueror, Stormbird, Hellkite. They have 4 unknown cards. Chat, who's favored? 16, 14? Depends, what are their spells? They got 2 creature lands. Which one do we lead with? Kind of feeling Stormbrood, no? Clarion first? Well, the reason I want a Stormbrood is because it's the best use of my mana. Yeah, I think I like that. Also, like, arguably my weakest one. Like, I kind of don't really care if they counter this. And I want to save this for if they play an X1. Like, keeping this in exile for as long as possible makes it so they, like, kind of just can't play an X1, you know? I guess they could, like, Flood Pits the Twinmaw this turn and then shuffle it before I get to Hellkite, which is what they're going to do. Clarion maybe would be a little better against Flood Pits, because they can't use the Flood Pits if I Clarion. That's, like, kind of an argument to have, I guess. Dude, this fly is just, like... I'm just saying, this fly is... I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm just talking about the fly. You better not be getting my crosshairs. I'm warning you. The fly definitely does not have good vibes. The fly has like negative vibes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, 14. Four. This is a little sketchy, huh? Flying counter, death touch counter, lifelink counter. So, my problem with Hellkite attack is if they flip the Cecil, they can put a counter on it, and then I can't kill it with Twinmaw if that happens. But I guess I can still just trade it for a Hellkite. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Nova. I guess their last card could be another Flood Pits. Yeah, that's like worst case scenario, but it's fine. Oh, I guess all of the like the Tarkir Dragonstorm alt arts have that. The missing border. I didn't realize that. It's a close game. I still don't know if I'm like in a good spot or not. Every day I'm shuffling. Okay. I mean, they should just Karsi onto the Cecil now. That's what I would do. Oh my God. That is like the worst case scenario. Wow. That was crazy. They're at 12. And now I can't even kill the Spyglass Siren. Oh my God, that was gross. This is bad. This is really bad. And they have 2 creature lands too. Alright, the good news, if there is any good news, is they can't Curiosity and Karsi Revenant. So I think I'm pretty safe to just deploy the Clarion Conqueror this turn. Actually, wait a minute. If I Nova Hellkite, they go to 8, and they brick and we draw land, we have lethal next turn. It's so bad if they draw a land for the Karsi, though. Alright, I'm gonna play Clarion. This is, like, obviously not a very good use of my mana. I guess I might as well just do this anyways, right? Yeah. I should have done this first, but there's no reason not to, I think. So they go to 8. We actually still have lethal, theoretically, if we draw land, because we can go... I mean, I guess they're just not going to attack with the Siren, but if we draw land, we can go sack Maelstrom for another Hellkite, and then warp the other Hellkite. I mean, I guess we wouldn't even need to do that. We can just cast the Hellkite from exile, right? Yeah, okay, this is the best line, then. Weird game, for sure. Very, very weird game. If they attack with just Cecil... Whoa. They didn't attack. That's a little surprising. I guess they just want to play defense. Well, shit, now what? I guess the nice thing is about attacking them for 7 is if I do attack them for 7 and they don't block, they can't really attack with the Cecil next turn. So I think that's fine. We just go Nova Hellkite Sim with both. I feel like this is fine. Because I kind of don't want to block any of their stuff anyways. I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind blocking the Spyglass Siren, but... this is a really close game. I wonder if they chump this turn. They might, yeah, I guess they might just chump, right? Chump Nova Hellkite, go to 5, and then they can attack with the Cecil next turn. And they could even Carsey onto the the Curiosity. Hold! Is anyone familiar with MTGO challenges? I am very familiar. What do you want to know? We can also just get the second Hellkite next turn. So we do get to present a lot of damage, which is nice. Because the client automatically hands out the prizes once the event is finished. But not until the event's finished. Okay. You don't ever drop? You can drop whenever. Like, even if you drop, you still get the prizes. It doesn't matter if you drop or not. Oh, man. I think they drew a kill spell. I mean, do I really have a line that isn't just... I don't think I have a line that isn't just sack Maelstrom, get Hellkite, right? Because if I play Voice of Victory, I don't have enough mana to sack Maelstrom and warp the Hellkite. So they could have drawn a kill spell, but I think we just have to go for it. Sandbagger, thank you for the 4-month resub. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it looks like they're dead. God, that was a good game. Ooh, that was a really fun match. Can I get a nice mana XDD? Is this kind of the same problem that I had with Pixie before, where if you don't, like, you have 8 shock lands to turn on your verges, but when you don't draw a shock land, your hand just doesn't function. I'm still thinking about keeping this, because if we draw... ugh, God. It has to be a red source, though. Yeah, it's just, not quite. This is better, I think. Do it like that. No, do it like this. Yeah. Do 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 do. Behold these nuts. I don't know why I said that. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. The more I look at the name Michael written out, the less it makes sense. It looks like Mikhail, doesn't it? Or Michael? 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 Mikhail? But like, if it's pronounced Michael, you would think it's like M-I-K-U-L, you know? I guess that would be Meekle, but... yeah, M-Y-K-A-L. Well, that's my Cal, right? My Cal. Hatsune Michael. Yes, yes, yes. Hatsune Michael. That's exactly what we were trying to say. Hatsune Mikhail. Why the Michael hate? It's not, we're not hating on Michaels. It's just we're saying like the way that the name is spelled, it doesn't look like it should be pronounced Michael, you know? It looks like Michael. That's what I'm just going to say. It looks like Michael. Mitch Hale? Our streamer should join a spelling bee on stream. What if we did like a magic spelling bee? Can you spell Asmarina Mardekais Tentacoldakar? Can you use it in a sentence? What are some other like MTG related words that are extremely hard to spell? Besides Asmarina Mardekais Tentacoldakar. I think I have an advantage. True. Parination. Parination's not a bad one. Yeah, Shahrazad is good. Miracle, I mean, like... Tarmogoyf? Nah, Tarmogoyf's fine. Behold. My dragon. Dude, Caustic Exhale is the best removal spell in the format, and you can't convince me otherwise. Alright, Selesnya Kona. Tysis is good. Tysis is a good one. How long do you hold the M for, though? Like, Menon. The Richard Garfield card spelled backwards? What's that? Richard Garfield card spelled backwards? Dlyfrag, Draw, Hicker. What was I trying to do there? I don't know. What is he saying? Yeah, Davidarel's Disc is another one. Yeah, it's pronounced mana do 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 do. Zinder Split. I feel like there's enough for a magic spelling bee. You know, that's kind of what we're learning here. There's enough cards that just don't make a lot of sense. There's probably enough for a magic spelling bee. I don't know what you say, but my couch is levitating. I will make you levitate. Ravenous Chupacabra. Chupacabra's not that hard to spell, is it? On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy do I get every time you cast Cecil on turn 1? Extremely happy. Let's just say good thing camera's, you know, only on this half of my, You get where I'm going with that. Am I really just double exhaling this 4/4? I just refuse. There's no way I'm doing that. I can't do it. Oh shit. Fuck. That card's good. Ah! Well, 07s. Can't cast spells on your turn, huh? Well... They probably have nothing good to put into play. I can beat a 6/5. Unironically, I can beat a 6/5. Do. Behold my dragon. This game is winnable, right? They're losing the summon this turn. I mean, they have 4 cards in hand, but we're like, we're not dead. Skittles is also hard to pronounce. Oh, Skitherix. Skithyryx. I think. I think I got that right. Can I get a confirmation? If I didn't get it right, I gotta be close. Oh, -1. Literally -1. Obviously, I should have blocked the 1. I mean, it's not pretty. Oh, I'm 1 mana short. Okay, I'm dumb. I thought I had 1 more mana. I can't count. I wanted to get Twinmaw to kill the Overlord, but I just can't count. Keep, I think. 1 minute, 0 seconds. I don't believe you. I think you're lying to me. Hey, 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 hey. Don't play voice. Eh, it's not voice, but... Yeah, as it recovers or under new management. Little column A, little column B. Do you guys think they're gonna go, like, super ham? I really hope they do. I don't know if they're, like, willing to go super ham after we just had a 7-card ban list, but, like... I really hope they do, man. And I don't know if that's selfish of me, but I really, really hope they do. Am I just gonna never cast a spell for the rest of the game? I'm not gonna whim it, just a 3/3. I'm just gonna jam. I think I have to. Obviously it's sketchy, but they can also just not have Kona, right? Oh? So you're saying there's a chance. Hold. If I fade this turn? Yeah, no, I'm in insane shape now, because now I can even go Twinmaw the summon, and then have a Braid up for Kona. Which I guess this would cook me if they go land 6 voice into Kona, but, I mean, there's not much I can do about that, right? Do we have a command? Wait, there's a... Oh my god, you actually made a website for this? Oh my god, dude, that's so good! Chat, exclamation point, no Vivi. We have a countdown for November 10th. That's good. I like that, that's good. Thank you, Calper. W Calper in the chat. Absolute W Calper. What could they possibly have here? I don't know. I'm just going to go to combat. I mean, they got to have something, right? They could have Settle the Wreckage. That card... Oh. Yo, we can talk about this. Opponent, be cool about this, okay? Just I need you to be totally calm and normal about this. Everything is fine. That's not what I meant by be cool and normal about this. Dude, I was like, how can I possibly lose this game? We have Kona covered from 17 different angles. And then they're like, oh, well, I guess I don't even need Kona. shit. It's not looking good. I'm going to be honest with you. It is not looking good. Good news is we still have Kona covered. Fuck. Winnable with Hellkite. I mean, kind of, but I have to kill the summon this turn. Like, I don't have a choice. I have to kill the summon. Which feels terrible, but... like, this is bad because now they just get to make 2 more tokens next turn. It's not unwinnable. You know? But now they attack. Right, but I can Scavenger Regent the tokens after they attack, so... like, if they just go second Overlord attack, you know, we can Regent the tokens. It's doable. Obviously not easy, but it is doable. At 13... oh, man. Okay, so... it's my out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can only Regent for 5. Minus 6. You guys are counting my mana wrong. How do I minus 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Quick math. What is 7 minus 2? Unfortunately, it's only 5. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, I got a line, chat. You ready? He's got a line. I don't even know if this is good enough, but... so they go to 5? Yeah, this isn't even good enough, because even if I draw a land, they still have 2 blockers. If I draw another region, I guess, maybe I have a turn. Did I have a better line that turn? I guess I could just go, like, X equals 5, kill the Overlord, let them kill the green Overlord, let them have the Mistmoors. Oh my god, we're so close! Oh my god, dude. We are so close. Can I survive? If I kill Mistmoors, play a blocker, I think I'm exactly dead, right? Oh god, that's so close. Yeah, I needed 1 more mana. It's okay, they don't block. Okay. No, I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say double block. We actually still have a chance, but no, because we play this, kill this, block here, die. Fuck! So close, man. So close! I actually forgot about the inevitable defeat, too. I was, like, trying to think of what outs we would have, and I forgot that we had the reach from inevitable defeat. I don't think there was a different way to play that, though. Like, the turn before, right? The turn before, if I go X is 5 and I don't play the Nova Hellkite, they take 4 less damage. So I keep the Hellkite in hand. They're at 9. This dies. Then the next turn, they have 2 flying blockers. Oh, it would have been enough, right? It would have been enough. Because I would have kept the Hellkite in hand, right? I would have had lethal. So the same exact thing would have happened, right? They would be at 9. I go, because I don't play the Hellkite that turn. I go, sweep the board, X is 5, kill the green Overlord. Next turn they go attack with white Overlord, make 2 blockers. Then on my turn, I draw the defeat. I have 7 mana. I defeat a token. They go to 6. Hellkite kill the other token, attack for 7. So that line would have won. That's crazy.